Here he is. Ah. Old Mac is back. We got our cat back early this morning. A neighbor of ours was nice enough to lend us a trap. And yesterday, or last night, I set it. And put some cat food in it. And the worst of it, well, I set it just before nightfall. A couple hours later, I had the front door open. And my wife was sitting on the couch. And I walked by the door, and didn't I see my cat standing in front of the trap looking at me. So I didn't want to scare him away. I knew he wasn't going to come to me. He was in survival mode. An indoor cat, not used to being outside. So I kind of moved away from the door. When I looked back, he was gone. And I said, God damn it. I seen him and there was nothing I can do. So I opened the front door to see if I could see him walking away so I knew what direction he was going. I would hate to think that I saw him, he was right in my sights, and I let him get away and I never see him again. That's what was going through my mind. So I opened the door. Didn't he run into the trap? He was in the trap making his way to his food. I scared him. And he ran into the trap. Then, part 2 to the saga. He ran away, and I could see him in the backyard. I thought he went through the fence over to the neighbors, but he didn't. It was pitch black out, but I could see that his eyes lighting up. He was sitting looking back at me, so I didn't want to scare him off. So I go back in the house, and I say, we'll wait. Then, a few, not seconds after that, I'm talking to my wife about, I said, I don't want to scare him. Let's let him come. He was inside the cage already, so maybe he'll come back as long as we don't disturb him. Seconds after that, don't we hear a god-awful cat screech. So we run outside. I go around this side of the house. My wife goes the other side. And I could hear her yelling. Huge fox. A huge fox. My heart just sank. And then I couldn't find my wife. I ran her out. I was yelling her name. And she was after chasing the fox off. So at this point, we're scared to death the fox got at him. And he somewhere's injured. We searched all around, and late last night we couldn't find him. So we were devastated. We went inside. Said all I could do, shut the door. I hope I find him in the trap. I wake up 5 a.m. It's my first day. My first day of my new job. I work 7 to 4. But I get up 5 o'clock. Open my front door. I see the trap is set. Now I have a blanket over the trap because you're supposed to kind of camouflage it. And the blanket that was over the trap was a blanket that my cats, we put in a clothes basket. We put it inside, and we call that the bassinet. and they all, the three of them would sleep in it together. So I knew that would have their scent on it. Maybe that would have his own scent on it. And inside the trap, I put an article of my clothing, sweaty old shirt. And anyway, I open the door. I see it set. Walking down the steps. Don't know what I'm about to uncover. Is there going to be a fox in there? Is there going to be a raccoon? What am I going to do with it? It becomes a whole other ordeal, and I got to get rid of it. Meanwhile, my cat's still missing. So there's no, I thought I would hear crying or something. Nothing yet. I walk closer. I touch the trap a little bit, and it just, bang, jumps. I damn near soiled myself. Come very close to it. There's probably driplets. So I'm thinking there's a raccoon in there. I could almost feel it. And when I take off the blanket, sure enough, Mac in there, terrified. Ate all the food though. I guess he figured while I'm here. So he was scared to death, and I picked up the trap, and he was slamming himself against it, trying to get out of it. It was really heartbreaking, but I was just glad to get him home, got him inside, opened it. He took off down the basement. He won't come near us. I'm just glad to have him home. And I think, oh well, Mac's never going to be the same. And I go to work, and I get a message from my wife, and she sends me pictures. Mac, back to his old self, up on the couch. My daughter's petting him. He's laying on his back, belly exposed. Back to normal. Mac. Couldn't be happier. So there's my story. Mac is back. He's back to his old self. It didn't take long, thank goodness. So, there's a good, I was in good spirits going to my first day of my new job, you know, with some good news, starting off the day good. Now I'm going to end the day good too. I got 2 Heinekens here I'm going to drain. Couldn't do this with my old job, hey. I'd be coming home 6 a.m. I mean, I could have. It just never had the same feel to it. Sun's coming up and you're draining a beer. Never felt the same. It's a beautiful day here. Oh, heaven itself is right there. I brought 2 of them. I said, you know what? 1 isn't going to be enough. Although 1 it probably is. Suds. You know, Davey's watching this, just drooling. Unless he has beer. Then he's not. So I got day 1 in the books at work. A lot of stuff to remember. A lot of paperwork, a lot of numbers, all new to me. But I'll catch on, or I won't. Or I won't. Worst case. I'm just happy about the lifestyle change. No more back shifts. It's a good change. Oh, by the way, I'm smoking my, this finally came. My Ozark, my Missouri Meerschaum Ozark cherry pipe. They put a little bend to this one. And me and Davey also got the, I got us the other one. It's straight, and it's a maple stain. Probably saw us smoking it. Also, the different on this one is the top is more flat in this one, whereas the maple one seems to be cupping kind of inside, I believe. Yeah, it almost seems a little thinner, and it's going inward, whereas this is flat. But they smoke fantastic. It's funny how Missouri Meerschaum is, I can never say it right. I've been saying it wrong since it's Meerschaum. Why do I don't know. Doesn't matter. Sometimes I say it right. Not when I gotta think about it. Meerschaum. Is that right? Mir. They're nice little pipes. I wonder why I started doing these wooden pipes. I wonder if there's anyone out there that knows that answer, because years, they've been around forever, and they've only done, that I know of, I mean, I don't know their whole history, but it seems to me they only do corncob pipes. I'm wondering, when did they start doing these little Ozark pipes and the mini ones? Why did they start doing them? And when? If anybody knows the answer to that, I would love to hear the reasoning. Company to all of a sudden get into a hardwood pipe, start doing birch pipes randomly. I'm just curious. It's just because of the mountains, the Ozark Mountain. Tribute to that, or I know there's somebody out there that knows the answer. I gotta tell you, that does feel like another one. Queen Bee here trying to just protecting herself from me just sitting here doing nothing. Cheers, folks. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, that's my news of the day, guys. On top of I'm getting a, looks like I'll be moving into a new house sooner than I think. So, everything, if the paperwork and everything all go no problem, then I'll be moving probably a month or so. It'll be my new home. I'll be making videos from there. Anyway, guys, have yourself a lovely day. Davey, oh, hello to you. Love you, brother. I know you're glad. Your heart was broken too when you heard Mac was gone. He's a sweet fella, that Davey. His heart just aches for the animals. I love it. Anyway, brother, pipe smoking community, everyone, take care. Lots of love. See you soon.